You're now rocking with the 134. Smash!
Welcome, everyone, to the newest podcast on the network. It's 134 Boyz. I'm Kevin.
I'm Tyree.
We are all proprietors of the podcast. We are no way experts, but passionate and curious observers who are willing to discuss topics. Our podcast will be a variety of topics for the public, which cover current events, life purpose, sports, entrepreneurship, music, finances, friendship, health, relationships, and entertainment. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. It's just me and you today, you know.
Yeah, other two partners are away on vacation, so we're going to hold it down. We're going to have a good time still. We're going to hold it down for them.
Definitely going to do that. Definitely going to do that.
Yeah, so this topic today that we're going to be discussing is a little bit for the ladies. There was a show that I saw on YouTube. It was, let me see if I can recall. It was called Fat Shaming, Fighting Intolerance. It was a documentary, so it caught my attention. I said, hey man, that's a great discussion. I think we have something here. Let's talk about it and see people's opinions. You know, some people could chime in. Feel free to call in and share your thoughts or your opinions about our conversation and topics. So from the documentary, it was showing that, you know, the young lady stated that from birth, she was small. No one is born, you know, overweight or obese. Some of you have some
Right.
typical bigger babies at times, but that doesn't normally dictate the size later on that you're going to be. So, you know, a lot of the size and stuff like that, you know, we're in a society where, you know, we're rip and run every day. So we tend to get a lot of, you know, fast food. We don't have the best diets. And our FDA allows a lot of stuff that most countries do not allow. So, you know, those things don't help with the health factors. You know, we get a lot of preservatives and other additives they're putting in our food. Which, you know,
Right.
and back in the days, you know, fat shaming wasn't frowned upon as now. Now they're taking it a little more serious. Societal wise, it was pretty much allowed. You know, it was like, oh man, he's big, they need to lose weight. You know, now they found factors of, you know, it causing a mental distress in people and stuff like that. So it's a little more serious. So you can't just go say, hey man, look at this fat person, things like that. So, you know, what do you think about that, Ty?
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't see the documentary, but I mean, it's always been spoken or brung up here and there within conversation. Body shaming is a big topic. I mean, it's a big topic for women, but it's also men could be body shamed as well. But as men, you know, I'm not speaking for all men, but some men we do body shame. And
Yeah.
my thing is that a reason why women go out there and do they thing, changing, morphing their bodies into something?
I mean, I think it has a lot to do with that, you know, because there's disorders that people aren't familiar with. You know, there's such a dysmorphic disorder. So it's
Mhm.
body dysmorphic disorder. And you have the actual, you know, just emotional, what's it called? It's, let me look it up. It's a normal insecurity, you know,
Right.
which people typically have, you know, but when you focus in too much on your body because of another person or just because you're not happy with how your body is shaped, then that's where the problems come about. And it's a big thing. It's a big deal, man, because you have a lot of women now out here that feel they need to go and have these surgeries, you know, and it's because affirmation, letting them know, hey, man, I think just they're looking for someone to kind of tell them how they should look or how they do look. So, you know, it's leading to a lot of these BBLs and stuff, you know, which I mean, I don't have any problem with. It's personal preference, it's their body. So,
Right.
you know, what you choose to do, what you choose to do, but it's some of these procedures are very dangerous and people are losing their lives doing these projects, man.
No,
So,
you're right. I mean, you know, you go to they go to these doctors and stuff from overseas and doing these bodies. And I know we were talking a little earlier about, you know, in some parts of in other countries, that's not an issue, right? Women are happy with themselves. And I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying women ain't happy with themselves when they do fix everything up and do what they do. But I'm just trying to see what would cause them to want to do that. Is it a mental thing, or is it because what guys are, you know, attracted to, or I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't want to sound crazy on here either.
I would definitely like women to chime in, man. Like, please help us. Somebody, some lady out there or women out there that have feedback or some, information that they may feel to share with us. Chime in, please. I seen it for myself. Going to Jamaica. You see typically a plus size lady and in a very tight fitting outfit or some bathing suit. The men out there looking at them like, man, this is a queen and we love her. She, tend to us. But then she comes back to the U.S. and then she's insecure again, and it's just I think it's a societal thing in the U.S. where you're looked down upon if you're a certain size or, if you're shaped a certain way or whatever the case
Right.
is. They get past the mental and the physical appearance. You can be a pretty woman with, just a little bit overweight and, you get body shamed. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of crazy how it works.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I hope we could get some women callers to call in and kind of educate us on this because, again, I don't want to come off sounding too harsh and too crazy about this topic because I'm not a woman and I don't want to be known for disrespecting a woman, but just want to know what's the mindset, what's the thought process. Because I mean, as a man, you don't want to body shame. We all not perfect. We all got our own things we probably could work on, and some things women could point out about men. Like I said, some men get body shamed as well. But sticking to the topic is about women. I don't know,
I
Kevin.
mean, it
You
doesn't
get a
have. You don't have to. I mean, you can speak on a man's behalf because you're a
no,
man. So you.
I would, but I'm just putting my disclaimer out there before I get into it.
I copy, man. But back into like the disorder part of it. Now you have it where you have women that's out here and they really, something someone said to them really disturbed them to the point where they can't function on a day-to-day life because they're focusing so much on their body,
Right.
so now they're getting into the disorder part of it. Now it's becoming a disorder. So it's a serious thing. I didn't know that it was that serious. I mean, I knew emotionally, no one wants to hear that. But the fact that a person can't function on a daily basis based on the fact that they're not happy with a part of their body, something that they were born with, it's kind of rough, man.
Mhm.
And then I guess that's what leads to the fact that now they take that next step and they want to have surgery. They
Hey.
and
I mean, it's weird because I mean, my preference. I love a natural woman, right? I like a woman to be natural as possible. I mean, it's all eye candy, everything else, but when you serious and you want to get down to it, for me, my personal opinion is just it's nothing like that natural beauty. But again, everybody got their own their own preference, man.
no, 100%, man. Let's see. I got some information I want to share, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. So okay,
hold on, somebody's calling in.
we got a
Oh,
caller. Okay.
yeah.
Call from Diversifying.
That's getting
Press 1 to send a voicemail. Press
so getting. Hello?
hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
what?
Hey.
Can can you hear, Ken?
Yeah, I hear.
Okay. Will you
Yeah, yeah,
Didi?
fine.
Okay. All right. So, hey, Didi, how you doing?
Very how?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for joining us because we were struggling over here. We want a lady's opinion about this topic.
So far we were discussing body shaming, right? And dysmorphic disorder, which is a form of disorder coming from body shaming, where a woman cannot focus on anything.
Oh, hold on, Kev. She don't hear you. Let me check the connection. Hold on. They coming in. Hold on, Didi. 1 second, guys.
You already tried to call me.
Yeah, Didi, if you could call back. Call right back.
All right.
It's having some technical
It's all
difficulties
right.
up here, man.
Oh, good. Yeah, I had some questions for her, so I hope she does call back.
She gonna call back. But yeah, she
Yeah, but back to the topic. So with the signs, so you good?
I got she calling now.
Okay.
Can you hear her now, Kev?
Nah, man.
Didi, can you hear us? Okay, you hear, but I don't know why it's not You can't get her in here. Say something, Didi. Oh man, this is crazy, cuz.
So good.
I got it connected. Everything is there.
I'll have her call the other line.
No,
'Cause-
there we go. There we go. We should be good.
hello?
Didi? Nope. No, we lost the.
Oh, good. We get it back.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this. Everything missing our two guys. Everything falling apart over here.
Oh, good,
yeah.
man. A little technical difficulty. We'll bounce back. So, from the body shaming, right? It
Right.
causes a disorder in some women, right? So
Right.
there's symptoms to disorder. So here we go.
Hello?
Hey,
There
You
you
hear
go.
that?
All right.
There we
I hear
go.
her now. Do you hear me?
I had to call her back.
I can hear you.
Okay,
I'm sorry
great.
about that.
Thank you for calling in. So I had a couple of questions based on the topic of body shaming, right? So
Uh-huh.
so we got as far as discussing people aren't born obese or big or whatever the terminology is. You know, babies are born some larger than others, but throughout time, decisions are made. You know, some people choose to overeat or eat terrible, and then their bodies get out of control. Some things happen, and you know, in the Western world society, and they're feeding us junk, fast food. Everything is rip and run. People eating outdoors, and there's preservatives. In a lot of other countries, they don't allow specific things that they do allow in foods in the U.S. So you know, people get overweight. So we went as far as discussing, you know, disorders that come from it. You know, which one of the disorders are BDD, which is body dysmorphic disorder. So it's where a woman repeatedly checking, you know, her reflection in the mirror, some staying away from mirrors. They just can't go on day-to-day life regularly because of their bodies. So it's causing a breakdown for them. So we were just saying, you like now wanting to go and have surgeries. You know, now we get to the BBLs, right? Which I mean, it's totally fine. It's woman's choice. If they choose to do that, it's up to them. I don't have an issue with it, you know. But it's a dangerous procedure. Some women die from it.
Right.
Right. Some women get infections. You know, some die during the surgery. There's a whole lot of risk involved with it. So what is your outlook on body shaming and the causes of body shaming and the leads of the decisions behind what they do to correct the issue?
Okay, so besides the whole correcting normal issues that females have problems with, I understand. I actually was a woman that decided to get a BBL.
Okay.
But besides me having a BBL, I was also a woman that was involved in a fire. And I was body shamed by the person that I was with constantly. By a mistake that happened, burned a lot of my body. The BBL did definitely came after it, but during my whole healing situation, I was with when it came, not even the BBL, when it came to the fire, and when it came to my body being disfigured, because it's not normal. I have burns. I felt like I couldn't wear certain things that regular women should wear. It took me, it took a lot for me to be able to just be like, okay, now I'm content with my body. I'm okay. I'm okay with my burn, and now I'm happy.
Right.
And after that, I did get a BBL. But I mean, I'm honestly say it's up to a woman and what she feels like and what she's going through. Yes, I was scared at the time of doing things because of people dying behind things. But my scars, they never go away. So when it comes to scarring and things like that, I understand how women should be self-conscious of it. And even me being on Instagram and being in a limelight, I had a lot of people bringing it up constantly, and I had to keep telling them, I got burned and I'm not ashamed of it. Something happened to me. But it's a lot of people out there that can't just accept that things happen to them. I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm strong. Certain
Yes, you
things
are.
don't bother me.
Right.
But there's other people out there that's not as strong as me. And they go through traumatic situations and they can't get past it. I mean, I'm still to certain points where in certain environments, I don't want to wear certain things
Right.
because I know of my burn. You feel me?
So would you say, you know, it's more is it well you had mentioned you said it was because you in your previous relationship you were body shamed by the person you was with. You think that's most women think men body shaming them, so that's why they go out and do that?
Could be. It could be. I'm never gonna say that it's not that. It could be a main thing. Like, it's not even about other people shaming you. It's about you looking in the mirror and not seeing the same person that you seen before.
Mm,
Or you looking at certain things being different. So you want to make the change, not necessarily for nobody else, but for you.
Right.
so with your circumstance, it wasn't a weight issue. It was a disformation from an unfortunate event.
Right. And with my unfortunate event, I felt like, all right, well, let me enhance other things because that's not going away.
Right.
So maybe if I have a decoy from that, I'll be okay.
I think that's I can understand that, right? You're going through something traumatic like that, where that would cause you or make you want think like, oh, maybe I should do this and to help enhance certain things that to kind of lead away from what is actually out there that people would know or see. But when something, I guess what I'm getting at, when something dramatic doesn't happen like that, where there's a disfigurement or in your situation a burn or something that makes change of the body. I'm just saying, is it a mental thing or is it like because this guy or this group of people just beating this in my head that I should do this, right?
I'm gonna be honest. Even when they bring up certain stuff like, oh, back in the day, Ashanti, Aaliyah, these girls, they didn't have their bodies done. They didn't have social media like we do.
That's
Right.
correct too. That
Social
is true.
social media is a big part of why people change the way they look and do things that they may not have done years ago. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It was a time when I said, I'm never doing it. And I could pull up Facebook posts. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get my body done, but I did. And I know it's because I got somewhere that I got on social media. Social media put me on a platform and making certain money that I wasn't making before. So at that point, it's like, all right, yeah, let me get my body done. Let me do this. I'm going through this. So let me do that. But social media has a lot to do with why women are changing who they are. They man has a lot of opportunities to look at other females. They're looking at those likes. They looking at, oh, my nigga like this, my nigga like that. So let me do that. Not even just about a man, but for themselves. It's a lot of times where females is like, yo, I don't look like that. But I love Shorty. And I love Shorty's body.
Mm.
Fuck it. I got the money. I'ma pay for that. I'ma get like
So is it
and that's
is it fair that these celebrities who are now backtracking those things and removing those implants and injections and stuff like that, is it fair for them to do that after they done misled a whole generation of people to do this, and then now they're like, nah, this is not the thing to do. I regret doing this and I regret doing that. Is that a thing, or do people just ignore that and they still out there getting?
absolutely. At the end of the day, you can do certain things and feel like, damn, shouldn't have done it. And it's okay. At the end of the day, I feel like in this time and age, like you can make your mistake. You can do what you've done and feel like, nah, it ain't for me. But we also gonna speak on when these females go back to backtracking and removing certain shit, it's not all removed. And they not only taking out certain stuff, they still doing certain enhancements to make sure certain things are still right.
Right.
So yeah, they could take certain ass out and certain implants and certain things out, but it's never gonna be the same. Period, point blank. It's not.
Yeah. Because one person came to mind, like I had, following stuff on social media and YouTube and stuff like Black China. She changed her life, and then she's like, she removed all those things, and but I just think, not blaming or singling her out, but it just seems like, you just misled a lot of people. Followed you, like millions of women followed you, and they did these things because they was influenced by you. And some people, like you said, Kev, they lost their lives,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now
Unfortunately.
you say this is not good for you. It's kind of crazy.
But you also gotta remember, even if you look at Black China, even though she's doing amazing things, she's changing her life around. And kudos to Black China. I respect her to the fullest. You gotta really look at her and look at her old pictures and be like, even if she's taking certain things out,
Right.
she's still not the same. She's not the Black China that she was in high school. She's not the Black China she was in her early 20s. She still has certain enhancements.
Right.
And that's just not going to change.
Mm.
Do you think it has anything with, women just not wanting to get older or being happy aging?
Well, aging, of course, has a lot to do with stuff because we always look at ourselves as the younger pictures of us younger. We like, damn, these bags are down. Okay, let's get both. These wrinkles. Let's do this. And people that have it, they got the money to do it or the credit to do it. They like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
It has a lot to do with it at the same time.
right. 'Cause I think, for guys, you can be ugly and a guy still think he look good. Like he can age like a monster. He still think he got it. He ain't trying to do any hair. Well, now they doing these hair plugs and stuff.
That's what I was about to say. Even
that's
men, and on the fat shaming goes on the man side too.
Yeah.
The men are taking
Oh, yeah.
steroids,
I can't even say
steroids
that.
to try to
Yeah.
reconstruct their bodies, and just because they were teased for their body size or shape, and they need enhancement.
Like, I don't know how true it is, but they say Drake got a BBL in his stomach or something. He got fake abs, some shit.
Yeah, you can do, man. They're doing everything now, man.
And with, like I said, it has a lot to do with social media. It has a lot to do with the limelight. Oh, I want to post a picture. My stomach a little too fat. That goes for men too. Men are very subconscious about the things that they have that they're flaws as well. It's not just women.
I
And there's
agree.
women that sits there and do the same thing. Do the body shaming. We body shaming every day.
Yeah, you think?
Every day, men get body shamed too, but a lot of times we don't look at the men's feelings because men are supposed to be strong. Men are supposed to be this. Men are not supposed to care. And we always the female. The female is the process. That's it. She's the one that she's supposed to be bad. So a lot of times we pay more attention to women than we do to men. But there's a lot of men that's insecure about their body.
Like,
A lot of men.
it used to be if you said a man got a small penis, that was the shame, the body shame when women said that. But now,
You see the thing now it's like be fat. It's so but nigga, you short.
yeah,
Then they getting their knees done because they're
Yeah,
short.
getting their
Yeah.
knees stretched. That's a crazy process. Just to grow a couple inches because they height shamed. Oh, you too short. You stretch your
And
knees.
you
I
ain't
didn't even know that
hear
was
about that
possible.
until now. We hear about that stretching their knees out until now when it's on social media going on. Back in the day, there was no surgeons out there that was saying, "Yo, let's think about trying to get niggas' knees." When they
yeah. Now, I guess it works both ways, but we just hear more about the women.
So we discuss all the physical. Let's discuss the emotional factor of body shaming. What does it do emotionally? And since you said you've been through it, could you please share the emotional side of it? What did you feel when it was being done? Like, how did it make you feel? What changes came over you as your significant other, started to do that?
I felt like I needed to do whatever needed to be done to make me still be desired by someone else. That's how I felt when it came to my earlier life. But let's get it clear. As a young person, we all are from the same place. I had a gap. I got eased. I did everything possible. My dad did everything possible because he seen what I was going through to make sure I got braces. I did this. I did that. And at the end of the day, I didn't even get my teeth completed until my father passed away. And I was going on with that for years. And in elementary school, I was teased about my gap. And all I want to do was change it. And now it's changed and I'm happy about it, but it's still not perfect. But as a young person, this is why we have so many people that's out there and they're killing themselves over, I see this, or they're laughing at me because of this. And it's sad, but social media still has a lot to do with what's going on with that.
The numbers are a lot higher now because of the spread of information. It's publicly
Right.
it's published, so everyone can tease you at once. Where it was just one or two people, you got
Right.
millions of people.
This is even going to not only just the body shaming, but feeling like you're in a different body or being gay and being lesbian. All of that has a real different price to pay because of social media. We didn't see any of this before. We didn't have TV shows where we seen gays back in the night.
Had that. Hell no.
So all of this, we ain't see these bitches with bodies back in the years on TV shows and all that. We didn't see it.
Now they all have big clothes
Like,
on.
this has changed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely has, man. Culture, change the culture, man, and the important things that's important. You know, we even spoke about just culture-wise. You know, in the U.S., bigger, oversized women are not as desired. You take them over to the West Indies, these men drooling over them. Hey, Princess Fluffy, come here. You know, they calling them and they loving on them.
Who said
You know,
Florida?
I'm telling you, man. You go to Jamaica, you go in here, Trinidad, any of the West Indian countries, and they love a little
Even
bit
on,
of
even on,
weight,
him,
man.
Monique, Monique, a one comedian that's not always thought upon. Monique did a movie about going to another country and them being on the big girls. And the skinny girl was like, yo, I got to eat more. I
Yeah,
got to eat some places that's designed for.
yeah, man. And that's funny, you know, how the culture changed. Big difference in the culture change, you know, where people feel they have to, you know, change their physical appearance to be loved or to be accepted or to be, you know, wanted.
And it's not even only just things happening. Like, you got to realize sometimes guys just scroll through their feed and they just double tap. That don't even be what men like all the time. But women, they feel like he like the skinny girl with a big butt and a slim waist, and he like the picture, and it'd be that simple. Oh, he's like that.
Mm.
So now that I know, and I'm his friend, and I can see that he likes stuff like that, let me go and do that.
Yeah, cause you right. Cause if you, especially when you watch celebrities, like they like these NBA players, football players, like they like that stuff, but they don't want to commit to that stuff, right? Like it's just, all right, I'm gonna be with you for now, but then they wind up marrying somebody else, you know,
Mhm.
or if they do marry, that marriage don't last long because I mean, after a while, it's gotta be, what do you bring to the table other than that? Like, I mean, it gotta be something, but again, I don't. Is that world is crazy. It's a crazy.
No, definitely crazy because it's women that get their body done, they look fat as hell, and the niggas like it. They gonna get money out these niggas, but these niggas ain't finna waste. Now it's a regular girl that come around and nigga, he wife her. But now at their wife, she see different because he's liking that stuff.
Right.
That's like, yo, let me get something so I can go and do this. And these females are doing it. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, a big difference with just having your body done is what you bring to the table.
Right. So basically, it's really the man doing this to the women,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's the-
And what they like and what a woman is looking at, oh, my man like this. I gotta be like this. And it don't even be that he like that. He just liked it on social media. He don't want to take that home. There's a lot of times niggas don't want to take that home, or they don't want to take that to their mom. They do sometimes, but they don't want to take that to their mom. They want a wholesome shit that they can take home.
Right. Right. I agree with that. I agree with that. That was you,
So,
Cam?
yeah,
Yeah.
I had a question. So this question has been the ongoing question for a long time. So when a man goes to get a haircut, who is he getting a haircut for? When a woman dresses up and she's in her nice outfit, hair done, nails done, who's she really dressed for?
As far as that, for me, I can't speak on everybody, but I'm gonna be honest. Me personally,
I think I know what you're gonna say, and I'm probably gonna agree with it.
but if I know I'm going out and I'm plus and I'm posting on the gram, I'm all right.
But is that
Man,
for you?
huh?
I mean, you in a relationship, mate. I don't know. I'm asking, right?
Yeah.
So you, all right, so you're in a relationship, so it would be for your significant other, right? But back then when you wasn't, was you dressing up for you? I think women dress for themselves, like they want to look good for themselves, right?
Yeah, no, we definitely want to. Let me tell you, when it comes to the woman society, we love the fact that we can go outside and we dress right, and another female comes up to say, "Oh, good."
Right, right.
That is, we don't always do it for the niggas. We do it for real shit. We do it for us, but we do it for the female. We do it for the other women that's gonna look at us, and that's just real. To me personally, I can sit at home all day with a ponytail and a tank top and a control on.
And you
But
still
when
gonna be
I'm going
touched. You still gonna get touched.
yeah, I'm still getting get flushed. But when I'm going out, I want niggas in to get me. I want, well, not even just the niggas. I want patients to be like, I feed off of females coming up to me. And fuck them niggas. I don't care about them niggas coming to me. I got a nigga at home. I feed and love when bitches be like, "Hey, you doing it?" I love that.
Yeah, guys definitely get themselves together for women.
And that's the difference with women and men. A guy is not gonna compliment another guy. Women to
Exactly.
do
So
that. Hey
men
girl, that
ain't
outfit
doing
is
it for
nice.
the
Guy
other
ain't gonna
man.
never tell another
No,
dude.
well, let's not be so hard, because guys would be like, yo, I like that jacket. I like those
Man, it's
sneakers.
real. That's a
But
real
it's
rare
very
event, Ty.
seldom. It's
It's a
very
very rare
seldom.
event, man.
Men must
It's
like
real.
on, you know.
I ain't gonna be like, I like that cut. And you're like, I ain't doing all that. Nigga. Like, I like the way they shaped up your bed. Like, I'm not doing all that. I'll be like, yo, that hat you got on, yo, I'm feeling that. I gotta get me one of those. Like, something like that. But all that feature stuff, you leave out.
Yeah, with that, females would be like, "Oh, bitch, your face is big. Your
Yeah,
picture is
that's
on
their words. They be
yeah, your hair is good. Yeah, you might compliment a man's jacket or them sneakers he got on, but when it comes to females complimenting another female, especially in this day and age, the cold is crazy. Bitches is not complimenting, and that's just real shit. So when a female really compliments you everywhere you go, you really getting a compliment from a female is different. Men go out and they not expecting a man to be
they
like, oh,
don't would
that's
care, man. I'm telling you as a man. Hey yo, where you get that bundle pack? That hair is fire, girl. Man, no man ever
exactly. And
said
before
that.
we get to change their life, what as you
Never. They could care less.
So speaking of that, women are doing these things, right? Guys are, getting their cuts in, they dressing it for to attract a woman. Woman's doing what she do to attract a woman or a male, right? Why nobody dating anymore? Like nobody dates anymore. Nobody gets to. You rarely see men trying to holler at a woman or a woman, well, talking to a man. It's different now. Like
Social
back in the
media,
day,
Ty.
exactly.
that
I was just about to say that. That's what's in
Inbox, you
my
get
head.
in the DM.
It's
Get in my
social
DM.
media.
DM is whack. Now I want to get to know you on.
You gotta also remember, not even just the DM. You gotta look at all the skits. There's skits that's going on constantly, and niggas is like, "Oh, I don't want to be that nigga." I see that. I don't want to be that nigga. Not realizing, nigga, you so whack, nigga. Bitches don't like that. That's how we supposed to be. No, that's how your perspective from a nigga is supposed to be.
How do you?
From a female, we don't.
But how do you even get to know one if you don't even get to talk to them? Like a text could be anybody on the other end of that.
Yeah.
True, but you got people that's a meet. Okay, let's say this. Cause I seen a post the other day where the nigga was like, a female asked me for money automatically. I blocked her. I ain't never speaking to her again. So before you get out the DMs, she's asking him for money.
That's crazy.
So he's a mediator. Like, I'm not even trying to meet her.
That's crazy.
And that's what happened. Even a female will go on his page and be like, "Oh yeah, this nigga ain't got no motion. This nigga only posting this. Oh, this nigga ain't," and they're automatically like, "I'm not even about to date this nigga. I'm not even about to let this nigga court me because I see on his social media that this is not who he is." And beyond social media, because I'm a female that Google a nigga. I'm gonna Google you. And if I don't feel like your link tree or this connected up to who you say you are, we're not even having a date or for
Yeah.
it to happen. It's all about, honestly, when it comes to everything right now, it's all about social media. And that's just it. That comes to body shaming, that comes to finances, because at the end of the day, you can Google somebody and get like what their network is.
Oh yeah, it's
And
everything's
so
on the
if
web,
it's
man.
not aligning with what they say, or you can look up somebody's business. Oh, they still got this business. If it's not aligning with what this person told you, then before you even go on a date, you're like, damn, I don't found out this nigga first name, last name. Now I know this nigga got 40 kids. I know that he don't work here. I know that before you can lie to bitches, you can lie to niggas. You can't do that like that now.
Yeah, you can't. Nah, it's just weird. I always say that. I'll be with my wife. I'll be like, how do people even get to know each other now? Like, it's just crazy, man.
It's Google. That's how you get to know somebody, and then you ask them the questions to see if that's aligned.
Like I mean, I'm used to how we kind of grew up where, you had to talk to the lady, you had to kind of court the girl, the woman, the girl you want. Now it's like text me or DM me. Like, I don't got time for it. I don't want to open my phone other than to just call somebody. But maybe I'm old school, man. But
Nah, you ain't
it's
alone, man.
weird,
And that's y'all being married and said it like that. Because when I was single, before I gave my number out, I was like, yo, hit me on Instagram. When niggas used to be like, yo, send me a picture, I'd be like, nigga, every good picture's on Instagram. Go on Instagram, you're going to see a picture. Like, so it's different now
But then,
completely. Even with me being in a relationship for 8 years and coming out of it, my year and a half of being single, it wasn't like, yeah, call me, get to know me. It was like, nigga, follow my, get on my IG. Here's my IG. I wouldn't even, if a nigga asked me to text someone, I'd be like, yo, just take my Instagram, DM me.
right.
Don't call my number direct. But back then, we didn't have all that.
Yeah.
And I came from a town where I'm in between. So I know what it's like to be in the Instagram and the Facebook. And I know that time where it was like, yo, call me.
Right. So
I'm going to be home at 8 o'clock.
and
Show my phone. And we sit on the phone for hours.
and that puts you in the generation that's carrying this generation now, right? Because we were able to live that lifestyle and live this lifestyle and succeed in it because we still here, right? But I keep saying I feel sorry for this generation out here now, man. It's hard, man. There's a whole bunch of other things I want to say that we can't even get into just yet. But yeah, I just wish them the best, man. 'Cause I don't see it, but yeah.
And that's 100%. Because me being, like I said, getting out of my relationship after 8 years and being single, and me being like, yo, hit me up. It was only a few dudes. If my dude now, he was one of the ones who, gonna do this social media shit for sure. I didn't even want him to know my social media or friend, but we accidentally met before, and I gave him my social media. We met the second time, and I was like, yo, take my number. And
there you go.
There you go. So you got to know him.
The thing with social media dating, there's a lot of catfishing, man.
Definitely.
Immediately, I'm gonna tell you, I've been catfished by a guy before. 100%.
What?
I've been and it's not about money. A lot of people, this man completely knew his angles, knew men can't fish. Females ain't the only one.
No, but what's the man need the catfish? Like, if you like a woman, just be who you are and shoot your shot.
Not picture wise, how it looks, appearance.
Yo, ugly be winning in these things. Those ugly niggas be winning. I'll be like, yo, I think got that. Could be paying her some money, man.
That's a fact.
There's no excuse why a man should be catfishing a girl.
That's a fact.
How you even get
I
that
agree,
girl?
100%.
I'd be like, oh, that's
I agree.
Y'all crazy, man.
that shit don't be looking right. But it happens. So that's why I'm saying I don't see why a man would do that, right? A woman who's supposedly not that men can be all into their looks, right? A woman will probably do that. I could see a woman doing that.
But the catfishing,
But
they
yeah,
take
it
the angles,
happens.
like Didi says, the angles, man. They're stand a certain way, and they look one way, and you see them, you're like, oh, that's not what I saw.
Like I said, it happened to me. I met a Zoom, his angle, and then he had a sister that I went to school with. So I'm like, hey, that's his sister. His angles might have been different. I didn't know at the time, but when he pulled up to my crib, I'm like, what the fuck is this earthworm Jim ass nigga? That's not the same person that I just seen in my
Man.
nails. So like,
What was different about him before you seen him? Like, what was he showing you? A different picture of someone else?
no, it was him, but he had his angles right. He wasn't showing full body. He took a picture face to face with his sister, and it was kind of like, yo, you get on this side, I'm gonna get on this side, 'cause it's my good. That good side is real thing.
It's my good side.
The real thing.
Yeah,
He
that's
pulled
crazy.
up on you on the bad side.
He pulled showing up.
Oh, man.
Man, Didi, you funny.
He one of
But,
those guys that take pictures with the phone all the way up in the sky.
Right. Right. They know the angle. Men know them. Certain men, they know the angles.
That's crazy, man. These guys gotta be men now, man. These guys are crazy.
We touched on a good amount of points that I had on here. So we said the culture that we live in, the significant impact of perceptions, beauty, and physical appearance, and how social media has an impact on that. You know, it said we bombarded with images of perfect bodies on TVs, and you know those things are put into a portrait for us. So you know we expect things to look like this or be this way, and that's part of the body shaming. You know, oh man, you don't look like Beyonce, you don't look like so and so, you don't look, and it's a comparison now.
Filter make you look different. You will.
Yeah.
It's one thing for your body to look the same. And even that, I've seen people literally change their body by a certain act. And that's just the way AI in this world is and the way social media is. People could change themselves in so many ways. They're still trying to eat the same thing, but change it up a lot.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing wrong with some imperfections, man. Nothing.
And
I don't believe there's nothing
I think
perfect in
that's
this
what
world.
makes a person. Like the
You know,
imperfections is what makes the person different.
the perfection comes inside their heart, man. The person's
That's where it's at.
personality is what makes
That's
them
what.
perfect, not the body, man. Because
And
you
that
can have
one day, you
you
got
can have
to
the
get
known
to that
best
point
body out there,
or
and your
get
personality is like dirt.
be able to, your imperfections don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for
Hey, we
instance,
have a caller. We have a caller.
God, my situation, I met my man outside of social media. I didn't meet my man on social media.
Hello.
He knew what he was getting before with social media, so he can't be like, I post pictures, that's all
Hold on,
pictures.
hold on.
Majority of my pictures got pictures. But
We
he
have
needs
another
me
caller. I'm
outside of
gonna
that, and a
patch
lot of
in.
people need people outside of that.
Right.
But a lot of people nowadays, they meet their spouse and shit like that. You gotta fall in love with a person.
Hello. Who?
Certain
Hello.
social media shit.
We have
Hold
another
on,
caller.
D. Hello.
Do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Who do we have speaking?
Absolutely.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Ashley?
Hi,
Hello.
guys.
All
Hi,
right.
everyone.
How you been?
I'm good. How you
So
guys doing?
Good. So what you got for this topic here?
It's up.
So I was having a little trouble. If you guys can kind of recap. So we're talking about body shaming today.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
So we were on, you know, how social media has an impact on appearances and what people should look like, or you know, like a facade of a perfect person. You know, when we know their imperfections, you know, people come in different sizes, and you know the effects of body shaming and the severities of body shaming, where the emotional and the physical, where people are now going out doing BBLs and so on and so forth. So you can just chime in from there. Let us know what's your opinion on it, or what's your thoughts on body shaming, emotional wise. You can share if you have any stories. Have you ever been body shamed, or you know, just what is your opinion on the whole culture of body shaming? Because it's a social.
You know, you have young kids, the extreme to get it done. And like you said, you know, you have a lot of people that are going to like, you know, getting surgeries and getting, you know, things done to their bodies that are not healthy just so they can feel good about themselves. And I think it's very dangerous. And we need to
Right.
start teaching our young men and young women that health is the most important thing, you know. Because
Right.
there are other people that are heavier than me that can, you know, dance their butts off without even losing breath. And I can't even go up the stairs.
Well,
So
that's.
go ahead, I'm sorry.
Did we lose her?
Yeah, go ahead.
Never did.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, how do they even do it? And it's all about health. But again, society says you have to look a certain way. As adults, I think we need to, you know, set the standards for the younger generation. You know, start with health. Yes, it may be nice, you know, to feel good about yourself. You really want to wear a certain outfit, but we should start with health first.
Agreed.
So okay, you said wear a certain outfit. So let's discuss that part. So we have some women out here that, you know, are a little bit on the thicker side, that come outside in small outfits, small clothing. You know, we can physically see that the clothing is a little smaller than it should be. How do you feel about that as a woman?
I mean, if they like, this is a tricky one.
I mean, hey, speak your mind. Speak
Yeah.
your mind. Is how you, Didi, we want you to
No.
chime in. Speak your mind.
And that goes for, and you can have someone who's it looks good, and I've seen women when they're heavier, it's beautiful,
Fact.
and they look beautiful, and
So you saying the women out here that the cake is spilling over, like you got a muffin top because the clothes is squeezing too tight. That's not appropriate because of the size.
Well,
even on the big side, if it's just, thick, everything is showing, you know.
Not revealing. I'm not saying exposure. I'm just saying undersized. You have a lot of women that's
I think that
plus
works for
size.
both Kevs. Thin women and big women. I mean, we can't just say that's an issue for big women. Small clothes is small clothes, you know? It's small is small, you know?
But then now I'm gonna throw something else in there. Okay,
Now,
small
you're
is
talking
small.
about sloppy looking
If
women,
that's what
right?
you want to call it. I didn't put a title. I just said the clothes was a little smaller fitted on the plus size woman. Because you have women that come out here and they have no insecurities. See, the body shaming comes from an individual looking outside in, right?
Uh-huh.
So that person has no insecurities basically because you could clearly tell by the way they dress that they find themselves okay. Like there's no issue with the fitted clothing they wear. And you see it plenty of times at clubs. Girls will have a small top, knowing that the cake is spilling over,
Right.
and pants will be.
So I would ask the ladies that's on here, is that them competing with the thinner women? Is that a reason why they would do something like that, going to a club or a party where there's going to be a bunch of men? Or are they trying to show a little bit?
I'm not gonna say it's them competing with other women. If they see an outfit that they like and they feel comfortable in it, they're gonna do them.
Got you.
It's not even about competing with other women. It's just I like this. Fuck that. I don't care about this stomach fat. I'm about to
Pretty
wear
much.
this outfit.
Pretty much. But when we see it, we laughing, and and that comes back to society again and culture. You wear that in the West Indies, you're the
I'm about
hottest
to
thing
say
in the
that.
club. You get what I'm saying? Every
Right.
man wants you. No one's laughing at you. They want to talk to you. So again, there's differences, man. The shaming, the insecurities, and all that.
But it's always going to be a guy that's going to be attracted to a woman, whether she big,
Correct.
skinny. So no, I don't see. I mean, if you big, you big. I mean, if you comfortable, like Didi said, if you comfortable wearing what you want, and I mean, it might not be eye candy to everybody that her stomach is. You can't see her middle section.
But I bet you it's a nigga that like it.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
always going to be a guy that gonna want that, right? And good to them. I mean, but then
And that's why they do it. Like if I know somebody that like it, I'm doing it. Because when I get outside and he see me, to be like, oh, damn, taking that home tonight.
like I think like for women that wear every woman can't wear heels. They don't know how to walk in heels. Like to me that's funny, right? To see them walking like ducks, like because they just trying to keep up with what's going on. But I don't know. I just think it's somebody out there for everybody. Somebody gonna like it. Somebody will take her home after the club.
Right.
You know, a couple of drinks.
100%.
You know, you
Absolutely.
just trying to
But you
leave
know
with
what?
something.
You're always gonna have that friend that you can. If your friend is walking funny in shoes, you need to tap them on the shoulder, like, "Hey, girl, here's some flip flops. Look cute in those flip flops. Your
But
toes
we
look pretty."
also, to be honest, a lot of times we got these females that's friends with other females that they like to look better than.
Yep.
It's a
Mm.
sad reality, and we could go into another segment with this because we could go on the thing.
I said,
It's a lot of women that hate on other women,
Mm.
yeah. Someone
and they friends with them, and they don't care.
It'd be that one friend that want to be the best looking one, and in their minds, right? But again, it's to what somebody likes. Being skinny ain't the best, right? For depending on the person you ask, and like you said, you go some Jamaicans, they gonna like bigger women, right? Culturally, that's what they used to. In America, it's a little bit different.
It's all about preference, man. But at the end of the day, from all of this, body shaming is real. It exists. It comes in different forms, fashions.
And it's wrong. It's wrong
it's
as
wrong.
well.
At the end of the day, it's wrong because we are all people. become in different shapes and sizes. It causes there's further problems that come from making fun of people. It causes disorders and other underlying stuff in the back that we don't see.
And it sets a bad example for the youth. They see that, they hear that, and they repeat that, and it causes a lot of people, one, commit suicide, two, to do things that they normally probably wouldn't do to they self or their body.
More kids right now saying big back.
Yeah,
What's
I mean,
that
that's a
again?
new thing. Big back.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
Person that likes to eat a lot, someone that's just big.
oh,
It's a simulation of a big person, a person that constantly eating.
in our day,
So
a big back meant something totally different. Like a woman got a big back, you thinking, okay, but now it's
now this is like just it's a shame to want to overeat now. Now you're gonna be a fat person. In other words, is what they're trying to say.
we shouldn't be over.
They make it kind of, in a sense, they put it on social media so much that you kind of see it always, and it's always making fun of big back. Every time you hear about a big back or you see these reels and these posts, it's about people pretending to have big back because they're saying big back, and that's another thing with social media.
Yeah.
We all beautiful in our own way, God created us, but
Yep.
yeah, we can't. Yeah, big back sounds crazy. Big back.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
like
the new
calling
term.
somebody
New
a
term going
well.
around.
It's a thing. It's not crazy, but it's a thing.
That's like saying, "Oh,
But it's a thing.
yeah, you can't be doing that." Big
Yeah,
back. I think the
that's
first time I
definitely a
heard
new
that.
thing going around.
But we, instead of trying to encourage people to eat right, and we can't be out here telling people, calling people names, and you never know how that affect
Yeah.
people. Some, in my experience, the people I've been around that's big or bigger, them women are strong women. They can handle those type of things, right? Like, but not everybody can do that. We gotta be careful with that stuff.
And it can create, eating disorders. I can say I had an eating disorder in high school. Me and my best friend at the time, she was bulimic, I was anorexic, and that was because we're trying to be thinner. The models in the magazines and in school, the popular girls or the cheerleaders, and that was very unhealthy.
Yeah. Right. Yep. It
And
is.
some people don't come better.
It's a disorder. It's a disease. Bulimia is definitely a disease. It's caused from people not being secure with certain things or being teased, like you said. So something that's being promoted that you're seeing constantly somewhere. And now we have a higher frequency of access to stuff via social media. So it's always being pushed, always in our face, So the numbers are probably rising nowadays.
Yeah.
We just gotta be aware and alert of what's happening around us, and try to be as you
Watch out, because our youth has a lot to do with a lot. And
Say it
make
again?
sure you because right now TikTok and only things are big. Watch it, kids.
Yeah,
Watch
for
what
sure.
you watch on
Yeah.
social media.
For sure.
Stop just giving them tablets and telling them to go lay down. Because they're looking at some weird shit. And we don't need
Hey.
them seeing that shit and growing up to being these ways.
Yeah. And
I'm
you
a
be
victim
seeing,
over here, man.
you see people
And see?
right in the baby carriage, or they put the tablet for the baby. You can't be doing that. I mean, maybe you could do that these days. Let me
You
not
gotta
say that.
monitor it. You definitely have
You
to
know?
monitor it. You definitely have to monitor what they're watching, for sure. That's definitely.
That can't be the only source of them learning, right?
Yeah, nah, that's correct.
It gotta be some old.
But it's the only source of them learning now, today. Back in the day, they didn't have that.
But that's
So it was not the only source of them learning. We had to actually teach our kids.
Right. I think that's what we got to do. Like, you got to mix it up. I'm not saying don't give them tablets, but mix it up. Don't let that be the only thing, because these kids work. Newborn babies know how to work a phone.
Yeah, but that's
Right. Yeah, my niece, she come in.
learn
I told
early.
her I want the house. She grabbed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they learn early, man.
So
Because that's part of their generation. Same way we knew how to dial a phone. They taught us how to dial our house phone and 911, and we had rotary phones.
When they taught us that, it wasn't
Kindergarten, Ty.
Hell no, I don't remember that. That's like
You knew
first
911, didn't you?
Well, you need to dial 911, but
How
we
was you
wasn't actually
dialing it?
dialing
How
number
were you
one.
dialing it? Rotary, right?
No, I get that, Kev, but we wasn't doing that every day. Like, let me get on that and start dialing.
No, but it was something we had to know how to use because it was in our generation, just like these kids. The iPads are their generation. Those computers are their generation.
They not even dialing 911, Kev. They looking for their show.
They know how to. What I'm saying is they know how to operate it.
True. I
It's the
got you.
operation part. It's not dialing or whatever. They don't even know. It's a muscle memory. They don't know exactly what they're doing. They just know how to do it.
And when I see a kid flipping through shows, they know
Yeah,
what they're doing.
because it's a muscle memory.
No, you're looking for the show.
Visual, Ty. If it was only words, they couldn't read it. It's a visual memory.
Yeah, it's weird, but I
Yeah,
get it.
it's their generation. They know how to operate in their time. If it was, huh?
Figured out how to record videos and stuff. Like, how did you even? And she was what, 3?
Yeah, it's their generation.
I'm like, how did you even? I didn't want to teach you that.
That's 3. I can see 3, right? But I'm talking about when you months,
No,
you in the
I don't know
stroller.
about no month.
Like, I seen that little bit. Maybe these are big babies. I don't know. These babies in the stroller, man, they flipping through the shit. I be on the train. They in the stroller. They flipping, looking for what they want to look at. Or they'll cry for the phone. Like, they're actually crying for the phone. The
Yeah.
mom or the father be like, here go your tablet, or here go your phone. Take my phone. Just so they be quiet, and they start
Yeah.
flipping through it. It's not even like they go right to it. They go flipping through it. But this is today's
The
generation.
generation, man. It's the times. But
That's all it is. It's the times. And what
Mhm.
we got going on.
We better not ever lose technology in this world. 'Cause
yeah.
they
It's-
definitely be lost.
but it could be a
And that
benefit
part
too.
is only going to get enhanced.
I know.
Yeah. It could be
But
a
soon
benefit, man.
Society is only going to get worse.
Once AI start really kicking in, you ain't even gonna you can use it.
It doesn't.
You,
It just got to be here.
you just got
What's going on?
now you could just speak it. You don't have to do anything. So they taking away our use of our brain. Your brain ain't, with us, we had to feed our brain information, right? That's how we keep going. That's how we keep even senior people, right? You tell them do puzzles, word puzzles,
Yeah,
and keep
correct.
their brain.
Yeah.
These kids ain't gonna have to, like, what happens when they gonna be asked out? Their brains gonna be shut off once AI really take over everything.
Hey, man, that's just life expectancy gonna get cut down. Then I guess I don't know. It's just cycle, man. Cycle of life. It's things we have no control over right now. I mean, you
Yeah,
do
we
have
don't.
control. You can teach your kids the old school way, and
That's almost impossible.
it's,
You send
it's
your
gonna
kid
be
to
you're
school,
doing more of a hindrance than
yeah,
a blessing to them because when they get into the world where technology's evolved, they won't have no idea how to use it. They'll be behind.
exactly. Yeah,
So
you can't.
I mean, you can't
private
really,
that.
you teach them what you can teach them. You you instill certain things into them for daily survival. But other than that, they're gonna have to learn technology. It's just what it is. But yeah,
Yeah.
man. We gonna go into a closing, man. We would like to thank you guys for participating and sharing
Yes.
your voice on our topic today.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Helping us get through this without our
course.
partners.
Yeah, filling in. We greatly appreciate you guys. Give you a hand of applause.
Sir.
Hey.
So we gonna
Thank-
close out.
So we finally got 100 subscribers on YouTube. So
Hey, I told y'all keep going. Don't stop. It's up from here.
hundreds.
It ain't going down. It's going up. Y'all good.
So we just got to keep doing what we doing.
Keep the
Thank you,
momentum.
Didi.
Absolutely.
We're
Thank
trying
you,
to
Ashlyn.
diversify the conversation, keep the viewers interested, give them some relatable topics that, they can relate to and have a good time at the same time.
Yeah, we want to have more of the women involved into some of these topics. Just we want to diversity,
Diversify. Got it.
load it up with just men topics or just women topics. We want to be able to. So we figuring it out. So
Yeah.
thank you guys. We appreciate you guys.
Again,
And-
give you a round of applause.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, good night, y'all.
Okay, that was good. It was good. So shout out to Ra. Miss you guys. See you guys on the next episode.
Yeah. We held y'all
Please.
down.
Everybody like and subscribe, please. We on YouTube. We on Facebook. We on all platforms. But like and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you. We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
You're now rocking with the 134 Smash podcast, uncut and raw. You're now rocking with the 134 podcast, uncut and raw. You're now rocking with the 134 podcast, uncut and raw. You're now rocking with the 134 podcast, uncut and raw. You know Smash, about to have it on Smash, about to test you with the questions, hope you dudes and you chicks gon' pass on go mode, so you can't stop it. We let the fans shoot, so pick any topic. My bro Yvonne, yeah, he been a dawn, live from the X, been putting that ish on. Don't even try the hoonies and let it fly. The corner store on Lima, don't play about the homie ride. Talk about A1s, been loyal from day one. What y'all know about the horsemen? What? My four brothers, I'm speaking for them, I'm leaving you gems. So I hopped on this beat like Kev on the rim. This here, perfect timing, Cash Ruger, that's who rhyming. We shot it like new diamonds, they sharper than new liners. We ready, we on timing. You don't think you on timing. You know where to find us from Bristol to Lyman. New York. You're now rocking with the 134 Smash podcast, uncut and raw. You're now rocking with the 134 podcast, uncut and raw. You're now rocking with the 134 podcast, uncut and raw. You're now rocking with the 134